My dad used to read me Dick Tracy. He'd sit me on his knee when I was 10 years old and read Dick Tracy to me, never dreaming that I would someday work for Chester Gould, the originator of the comic strip. And I told him a story about my dad sitting on his knee, and he beamed. He liked that. He thought that was great. But working for him, he was Chester Gould is a legend, and he created an icon. In America today, there's 5 really well-known graphic subjects. There's Santa Claus is first, Ronald McDonald is second, Dick Tracy is third, and what comes after that? I forget. But it's an entirely recognizable icon in America. We're privileged to be part of an American original, which includes Chevrolet, jazz, comics, Coca-Cola, and that's about it. I mean, those are American originals. The process for Dick Tracy to get it into print, we like to be 12 weeks ahead, but a lot of times we don't make 12 weeks. And we write 1 week at a time. And do we know what the conclusion is when we start? No, we don't. Part of the secret of Dick Tracy is we put him into trouble and figure out a way to get him out. And we've had him shot. He's lost something like 78 hats with bullet holes in them, and he's buried and he's thrown out of helicopters. We've had everything you can think of, thrown into an alligator pit, and anything we can do to get him into trouble, and then force ourselves to get him out. In the interim, have a good story that people would be interested in. And right now we have a serial killer being brought to justice, and Tracy has to bring him into another city for sentencing. And a mighty storm comes up, the perfect storm, and they hole up in an old elevator, farm granary, and they're going to be there for 3 days. And the serial killer doesn't have to sleep, but he's waiting for Tracy to go to sleep, and when he does, he's going to kill him. So Tracy has to fight off sleep for 3 days. So it's a wonderful profession. There's about 200 of us in America, full-time, and the side benefits are just incredible. And if you ever ask me what my favorite cartoon is, I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to. So I've had 40 years at the Tribune, and just a delightful experience. So I was lucky enough to win the Pulitzer, and Sigma Delta Chi. I can't even think of one. The Chicago Hall of Fame type of thing. The awards are really not proof of what you can do or what entertainment is like. The computer has not yet got the softness, the warmth, the charm, and the movement that the pen does on paper. It will. For example, Dilbert, the cartoon strip, is a friend of mine, and he puts into the computer 16 positions for Dilbert. That's all he needs. I need 260 positions for Dick Tracy, so I don't put mine on the computer. But he can call up anywhere from 1 to 16 and just has a litany of figures, and he just writes the balloons in. And it's the same every Sunday. I don't choose to go that way. I choose to be a fresh panel drawn with pen and ink. Our profession has been called the ungentlemanly like art because we take shots at people. We're professional skeptics. It's our job to be a skeptic and a journalistic assassin. If we don't like what they're doing, we put it into a cartoon form. We show 6 seconds of an event that's happened in the news. I got to give them a happening, what's going on, a caricature that makes them look like who is doing it, like this, a little history lesson, and to make it funny, all in 8 seconds. We make it a point to bring out controversial subjects, and because that's what people want to read about. Newspapers do not print safe airplane landings. We print crashes, and that's our job. We don't show firemen out on the ice rescuing a dog anymore. We talk about pedophilia, and which is a disaster that has happened to the churches and things like that. So there's nothing we won't touch.